Hello, everybody, and welcome to I Am Geek, the show for the geek in all of us. I am Ryan Street, and again, I'm here with my brother Chris Street and our good friend Chris Catron. Happy Star Wars Day, guys. Today is May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Now, that's when we're recording it. When it comes out, it'll probably be the 5th or the 6th.
Yeah. So.
But right now, it's May the 4th, the greatest day ever.
It's true.
All of our listeners will get it. So it's
Here, look at the calendar. I can prove it. See it?
right.
Right there. Right there.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's true. It's all true. What did you guys do? Did you guys do anything special for Star Wars Day?
I went to work.
Went to work. I'm watching Star Wars right now.
And people were wearing Star Wars shirts.
Oh,
He is watching Star Wars.
Yeah, Catron's watching Star Wars right now instead of paying attention to us.
Yeah, we're so boring. Even we don't pay attention to our podcast.
Wow. I watched part of Return of the Jedi, but that's about it.
Oh, I did listen to part of the Star Wars soundtrack on the way home.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
It was on Amazon Music, and I put it right on.
Wow.
I posted our Star Wars Celebration roundup again.
Ooh.
Yeah, people liked it some more, so that's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's been a busy week, a lot of stuff going on, but we promised last week that we were going to do this new thing. We're going to try out this new thing called the Battle Royale with Cheese, which is basically a tournament that we're going to do with different characters. Each person's going to take a character. You're going to debate back and forth, and then we're going to decide who is the ultimate winner for that round. And we announced last week that it was going to be Shredder versus Legolas. Now, I'm going to mediate this one. I'm going to sort of decide who wins, and I don't have any favorites at all. No favorites at all. I'm not holding up a Legolas action figure or anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm feeling good about my.
Wow.
No favorites.
Let's get ready then. Let's each put on our outfits. I'll put my Shredder outfit on. You put your Legolas up. That's what we're doing, right?
Got my ears up.
My metal
ears are on.
They just took their shirts off. I don't know what's going on, but
Ryan will dictate what we're doing.
Chris is now covering his body in aluminum foil, and Catron is making cookies. So there we go. So I say we just jump right into this. You guys want to jump right into this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Let's do this.
Now the thing is, now Chris, you have Shredder.
Yes.
And Catron, you have Legolas, and you've prepared a multitude of facts and
charts. I got charts.
Oh.
Pie and bar.
Video presentation and PowerPoint.
We're going to watch whole episodes of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah. So we can really get the gist. Well, the father was the voice of Shredder.
Oh, Chris has already started.
Cartoon. Come on.
He's already started.
Come on.
But before we start, we have to figure out what your special items are going to be. And I have the randomizer here, the beep, boop, 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 that I'm going to press, and it's going to bring up a weapon or a item that your character can use to help in their fight. So this could turn it all around. Like we said last week, it could be a tree where the elves have to make cookies, or it could be a big magnet that will just render Shredder useless. So any thoughts before I hit the random button?
Well, no.
Go ahead.
Who wants the first pick?
I'll let Chris have the first pick since he's
yeah. Oh well.
Here we go. I'm going to hit the button. We don't have a budget for sound effects, so I'll make them myself.
Oh, sorry. You're going to make them.
Beep, blop, bleep, blop, 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 blop. Oh, this is a good one. Maybe.
Oh.
I'm optimistic, but not. Okay.
You get the NES Power Glove.
Ooh. Cheat codes out the wazoo.
Now, we had a Power Glove when we were kids.
Yes, we did.
Katrin, did you have a Power Glove?
I did not. I was a poor kid.
Well, then I think I got the advantage because he doesn't know the power of the Power Glove then.
Yeah, and let me tell you, the power was useless.
That's what I heard. I'm glad I didn't have
it never worked right. We used it more just to, like, with our imagination. You know, we'd put it on and that'd be our weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it looks super cool, but was it in one of the shows, like the cartoon?
Yeah.
Did it do more? In the movie, okay. Did it do more than that?
It was first introduced in the movie.
The Wizard.
The Wizard, yeah. And like the bad boy kid had it, and like kept it in like a box. It's a nice box. Pulled it out. I was like, oh, the Power Glove. And everybody now is like, we don't know what that is.
But it wasn't a pretty cool cartoon, and it was basically this kid that had the Power Glove, and then it was like Simon Belmont from Castlevania, some other Zelda or Link, I think.
Mega Man that didn't look like Mega Man.
Yeah,
and Kid Icarus, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And he used it as a weapon on the cartoon. So
there you go.
Yeah. Captain N and the Game Master.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But in real life, you just sort of waved it around in front of the screen, and it had this weird contraption that looked like it was made out of PVC pipe that you would lay on top of your TV, and of course it was a cord that went to your TV or to the Nintendo, and it never really worked right. But it was cool looking.
Oh yeah.
It's cool looking. Yeah. But okay, so you get the NES Power Glove. Are you excited?
I am pumped.
I feel like this is a thing that Shredder would have. It looks like it would go with his outfit.
It makes sense.
Okay, Katrin, are you ready?
Yeah, come on, bring it on.
Here we go. Beep, blop, 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 blop. Oh. Now I hope you know what this is.
Probably not.
But this one is a really good one. It is the sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who.
Oh, he has no clue.
I've heard of it, and I've seen it on ThinkGeek. That you can buy something that looks like it and all this stuff, but I have no idea what it does.
That's what it's a ThinkGeek item. That's what it is.
Oh, it's from Doctor Who, the BBC show, and the Doctor is a time traveler alien, basically. Right. And this is sort of his, I guess you could call it a weapon of choice, but he uses it to unlock pretty much anything, manipulate pretty much anything.
Like power gloves?
Except for like wood.
Yeah, it doesn't really manipulate wood, but what else does he use it for? He can check diagnostics and.
It's basically he can actually screw things. Maybe.
I was going to say, can you attach things with the screw?
No, actually, I don't think I've ever seen him like screw in a screw with it. So
no, he could turn electric stuff on and off. I know.
Yeah, it's got some pretty lights.
I mean, it depends on which shredder Chris brings to you. He could bring a shredder that's like got some mechanical stuff going on, and you could just shut him down. I don't know, but I'm glad you have no idea what your weapon is. That's going to make it fun.
Yes. I've got ideas already.
Oh, okay. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to do sort of a point counterpoint, I guess. I'll flip a coin to see who starts. They'll give their sort of introduction, and then the other person will be able to give their sort of counterpoint why they think that was not going to work, and then the next person will give their introduction, and we'll go back and forth for a few minutes. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Again, I have no favorites, none at all.
Do we need to like set the scene or something?
Go ahead, set the scene for us.
the two are meeting in a thick forest with the moon shining through the leaves. And yeah, that's all I got. I don't know. I didn't play Dungeons and Dragons to get all that going. I don't know. You may got your 20-sided dice. I don't know.
You got that ready?
Okay, so the scene is they meet in the woods.
There you go.
With a full moon on a cool, crisp spring night.
There we go. Much like tonight.
Okay. Yeah.
Near the Shire. Okay, there we go.
Near the Shire.
Okay, let's flip the imaginary coin that I don't have. Bloop. It's Catering gets it.
Ladies first.
When you are ready, sir.
When I'm ready. Okay. So, yeah. So I guess my first move would be that I would Legolas would probably shoot an arrow. That's the obvious choice at Shredder towards his neck. Because most of the pictures I've seen, he's not covered all the way, right? His neck is showing, and so I mean that would probably take him out. From a distance.
Let's back up one second so everybody knows. All of the millions upon millions of listeners. Can you give us a little background of Legolas? Just what his sort of Legolas, whatever his name is, what his powers are, what he does, who he is.
Powers. Well, he's an elf.
His strengths, his weaknesses, not his weaknesses.
I don't know. He doesn't have what's his weaknesses again? What?
He has no arms.
Go over those briefly.
So he of course is from the Lord of the Rings, and he is an elf, and he's like 5,000 years old, and he has his bow and arrow, his trusty bow and arrow, and some knives. And I think more so. Well, he did it in the movie. I was going to say in the books more so, but he did have them, I guess, in one of the movies. Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember. But he doesn't have necessarily any special powers, except that he's really agile and he can ride on a shield like it's a skateboard, which could come in handy. And he can jump backwards onto a horse somehow. That was really cool.
If he needs to take out some bullies in an 80s movie, he's good.
That's right. Okay. That's all I got.
So that's him. So you've set the scene. You see Shredder, and you decide, hey, I don't know who this dude is, but I'm going to shoot him in the throat, in the neck.
And then
he's pretty accurate, so I mean, he could probably do it. But, I'm assuming that this is a Shredder with the neck exposed.
Well, let's find out from our Master Shredder person here who Shredder is, what his strengths are, and his reaction to what just happened to him.
Master Shredder. No. Okay. So there are many different versions of Shredder. One of my favorite versions, actually, is from the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. It's later in the series, and it's Tengu Shredder, who is a Japanese demon from the past.
Ooh, didn't plan on that.
Possessed Orokusaki. So he's a very powerful mystic demon. He's got his battle armor. He's able to take on all 4 turtles plus 4 other humans and various other incarnations of people, Splinter and everything, and beat them down with no harm to him whatsoever. Just ordinary weapons do nothing to him. And the exposed neck, not a thing. That's not even gonna reach him. He's going to see that coming a mile away, and he's just going to swat it away with his mystical energy. And it's just on. There's no bow that's going to get at him. This is going to be up close battle.
Yeah.
And he's got blades all over him, and Legolas has 2 small little blades that he uses in the movies and the books. Yeah, I read up on Legolas too. He's a good fighter. He's super good with the bow, but he's not really that good up close. I mean, when him and Gimli were going at it and counting how many orcs they could take down, Gimli beat him.
Gimli beat him.
He beat him. And this is Shredder. He can take on all the Ninja Turtles and Splinter, and nothing. And he's been taken down before, but he always comes back stronger. So I don't know.
Wow.
So he dodges the arrow to the throat.
This mystic energy. That's nothing. What you got?
So
Man.
now, does he counter?
Does he counter?
Oh, does Shredder count?
The Shredder counter, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Well,
obviously
he takes it in a one-on-one battle up close and personal. He goes right at him with all his blades and his mystic energies, and basically just starts beating him down. I mean, he's just swatting around. He's a little nap to him. I mean, what are you going to do with that? With all his mystical powers, not a weapon, really getting at him.
Well, the one thing I did read about Shredder that would be his weakness is his anger, and it says to use his anger against him is the way to beat him. But I don't really know what that means. So I guess what I'm going to do is just kind of run around and dodge as much as I can and make him angry, so angry that he's just so frustrated that I then come behind him and try to stab him. There's Chris. Okay, sorry, I thought we lost Chris. With the knives again. That's I guess that's the best I got. Just kind of frustrate him and come at him. I'm not prepared for this demon Shredder. I don't know what to do now. I thought I had him with the arrow to the neck.
Now remember, you do have your sonic screwdriver.
I do have a special. I do have
a sonic screwdriver,
but I don't. It doesn't seem like that will affect a mystic creature. As that. I could be wrong, but he's not mechanical at this point. He's not using the glove, which is unfortunate. I could disable the glove with the screwdriver. So at this point, I'm going to frustrate him, I guess, is my current move, and try to anger him so that he gets so frustrated that I can sneak up on him and attack him with swords or knives, I guess.
Okay. Frustration, the greatest weapon of all.
No, just okay. I'm not trying to give Katrin an upper hand, but here's some of the functions of a sonic screwdriver, just so you know, because you're not familiar with it. I feel bad.
I guess I could Google it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
The functions of a sonic screwdriver are based on its power over sound waves, radiation, wavelengths, frequencies, signals, and electromagnetism. It is shown to hack, disable, activate, and otherwise control technology from almost every era, and allowing it to remotely control almost any machinery, mechanisms, and computers it is applied to, allowing it to open locks, detonate explosives, remotely activate electronics, override most systems, activate computers, and cause some energy weapons to burst into flames or sparks.
Wow.
So,
too bad I'm not mechanical.
Maybe you think about, I'll give Chris some help too, but maybe you think about your surroundings. Maybe there's something else that is found in this place that you've put yourself in the woods that could help you.
Well, I've had my turn, so I mean, I guess it's Chris's now.
And it can also, just so you know, can remotely control the TARDIS. Which the TARDIS is the time machine.
Well, there you go.
So, you know.
All right. So does my go now that you're trying to lead him in a direction and
Here, I'll look up the Power Glove for you. Go right ahead, Chris.
Okay, well, saving the Power Glove, big finale. So Shredder, Tengu Shredder, has control over 4 almost kind of demon entities, each based on fire, water, wind, and earth. You might have fought them in the 2003 game based on the 2003 cartoon. They had the big hats. They're based off of a Japanese movie, but yeah. So I mean, so you're running around me, like, and you're running around. You're confusing me, getting me frustrated. Well, I summon my 4 demons, and they corner you from running around and start attacking you. So yeah, my mystic warriors are on you.
Wow.
Well, yeah, there you go. I did look up the Power Glove if you want to know some information about it. The Power Glove is a controller accessory for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It could be used in some games, but here's the kicker. In the 6th A Nightmare on Elm Street film, Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare, Freddy Krueger tries to kill Spencer using an NES, but when the controller got unplugged, Freddy uses his version of the Power Glove as a replacement, saying, "You forgot the Power Glove. Now I'm playing with power."
Commercial for Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Let's see. What else? There's more. There's a speed metal band named after it, the Power Glove. There was something else that I saw that was like, oh, there we go. Manny Spamboni, a villainous character in the 2009 reboot of the PBS series Electric Company, can be seen wearing the Power Glove as part of his costume. However, the glove is merely a prop and not used to control Nintendo games. So, there you go, you know.
Okay.
Well,
so the demons are upon us, I guess.
Yeah. So
the mystic warriors are at your door.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. I've already jumped around as much as I can, apparently, and they've cornered me, so I don't think I can jump out of this. But I guess it's time to use the screwdriver, and I'm going to go ahead and cause his Power Glove to burst into flames and to kind of explode on his arm. So I've just taken away one of your arms. In theory, with this, I don't know if it would, but that's my hope, anyways, is that it would take away your arm that has the Power Glove on it, because I'm assuming you're already wearing it because it's so cool looking. And
Shredder just lost an arm. I'm going to give you that one.
All right. Okay. All right. That Power Glove is gone. Okay.
Yeah. And your arm.
And an arm. Okay. All right.
It would be
if that's fair or not,
it would be
I
your
guess
right
so.
arm. Your right arm is no longer there.
Good thing he's left-handed, right?
Yeah.
But Legolas does have superhuman stamina.
Stamina.
So he can run for a long time, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all he has, though.
I'm running out of things to do. Except that he's really old. But
Okay, so Shredder has lost an arm. What does Shredder do now?
Well, Shredder, I mean, in all his various versions and knowledge of all, also has access to mutagen. What created the Ninja Turtles? What created all these powerful mutants? Well, he can use that mutagen to heal himself and regain his arm.
Oh,
there you go.
And he's all good again. And my Mystic Warriors, you'd do anything to them. They're still there.
That's right. They are still there. I'm
They
trying to run from them.
still got you cornered. So they attack and they just start beating you down. I mean, you can run and everything. You can flip and everything. But I mean, one of them's made of water, so I mean, your blade's just going right through him. And one of them's fire, so he's just burning you. It's just going through you again, which probably also melts your sonic screwdriver. I mean, come on, it's just a big flame, just heating up all the metal around you. You probably can't even hold your blades anymore. And then all the earth guys just pounding you with like boulders over top and underneath you, so you can't get your footing because it's just going all over the place. It's big earthquakes. And air just blowing you around too, also throwing you off balance, and can't even catch your breath because the air is just being sucked out of you. So there you go.
Okay, there you go. All right. Well, I do see that. I can. Oh wait, where'd it go? Create a force field wave with two other sonic. No, I can't do that. Sorry.
A screwdriver.
Disarm robot. No. Scan and classify. I could scan and classify matter. These are definitely bad things. Trying to get that's not useful. Get cash from an ATM. That's not going to help. Control the properties of atoms and molecules on a small scale. That could be useful.
I melted your sonic screwdriver.
Oh, you did. I'm sorry. I missed that part.
Sorry. Right now, all you have really.
I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention.
You have superhuman speed, so you could run.
I'm gonna try the arrows one more time to the neck. So. And that's it. I'm.
Oh, poor thing.
I'll swat him away again.
But I'm really fast.
Pause it in midair with my ability.
All right.
Well,
Judge.
I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to call this one.
We need to move on to something else.
Yeah, it didn't go quite as I had planned. I didn't know Chris was gonna break out the demon, dude.
He's Shredder. Legally, he is Shredder.
He's
the
Shredder.
original Shredder.
Oh yeah, it's totally legit.
Yeah, we'll give it to you. Okay, so I'm gonna have to give this one to Shredder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you win this week. You win the prize.
What do I win?
What do you win? Oh, you win this nice bottle of Mountain Dew SA.
What in the world?
Not a sponsor.
What is that?
We'll talk about that in a second.
All right. The first grand battle is over.
Yeah, that was
Battle Royale.
Update your brackets, everyone.
Yeah. I'll put the brackets out. I'll put the brackets out like you guys really want them, but I'll try to put them out. And I don't have them here in front of me, so I messed up. So I don't know who next week is.
I probably got it here.
Oh, you got
talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Just talk away. It's fine. Just keep going. It's okay.
So we'll talk about Mountain Dew SA while we're waiting on Chris.
Oh.
So I was at the store today, and I wanted a beverage, and I looked and I see this weird Mountain Dew, and I don't really drink Mountain Dew anymore because I drank it for a long time. But then I read reports about how bad it was for you, so I stopped drinking it and chose some other soda that was probably just as bad. But so I looked at it, and the ingredients didn't have the brominated vegetable oil, which is supposedly really horrible for you. So I was like, oh, I'll give it a try, I guess. But it's so this is what it is. It's Code Red, Whiteout, and Voltage Mountain Dews all mixed together. So that's their red, their white, and their blue Mountain Dews, which all have brominated vegetable oil in them, but this version doesn't. I don't get that.
It's all vegetable. It's just 100%.
Yeah,
that's why.
I'm betting it's just assumed that it's in there, but I don't know.
Well, I think they have to. They have to put that on the thing. But anyway,
that's true.
So it's supposed to be red, white, and blue. Like, oh, do SA, yeah, go America. But it's purple because when you mix red, white, and blue together, you get purple. So it's purple.
There you go.
And when you first taste it, it's like you're taking some child's medicine.
Oh, it sounds delicious.
Yummy.
But then your mouth sort of gets numb, I think. Has a numbing effect, and then you're like, oh, it's not that bad. I probably won't be getting any more, but hey, if Mountain Dew, if you want to be a sponsor, Mountain Dew USA, the greatest drink in the world.
It numbs your mouth.
America. There you go. So
this bat to the head is really hurting, but everything's starting to feel numb.
Yeah, everything's
okay.
feeling numb, so it's great. I don't know. It's some special flavor. It's called the Dew that's united with 3 flavors.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, marketing. Okay. So did you find it, Chris?
I have the list. I guess we haven't really discussed this, but since I won, like just crushed this week. I mean, literally just crushed. I mean, there was no contest.
Man.
Wow.
All right.
I guess maybe I'll moderate next week, and so you two can be the
maybe Katrin will actually prepare for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so I have the people that are up next, and I'll put a number 1 and number 2 behind my back.
Oh.
And it's very technical.
It's very visual for the podcast.
Yeah, it's very visual.
Tonight.
So, Katrin, you pick my right or left hand, and that'll decide who you get. Battle.
Your left hand. I cut off your right hand, so
The left hand. So you got number 2. Number 2. So your person for challenge, like who you're going with this week, you got to really talk up, and everybody is Terminator. The Terminator.
The Terminator.
You got the Terminator. It's gonna be so good.
Arnold's here.
Wow.
Guest.
Special guest, everyone. Wow.
Well,
yep. So the Terminator.
So who do I have?
You have the one, the only Storm of the X-Men.
Oh.
So Storm, who can summon lightning, versus giant metal man
with some memorable quotes.
But if you guys want to, we can just do this battle right now.
Get 2 weeks over.
No.
Okay.
No, let's do your research. I mean, and again, the special items can throw anything up.
That's true. Really, and again, it just says Terminator, right? So it could be any of the Terminators.
So I mean, you've got there's comic books, there's movies, there's cartoon stuff. There's
the T whatever that turns into liquid, right?
Yeah, there's Liquid Mill. He is technically a Terminator.
Yeah,
there you go.
So I mean, you've got anything. Now I've got Mohawk Storm. 90s Storm.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
Classic Storm.
Leader of the Morlock.
Oh, they're the Storm from the X-Men movies.
Yeah, I don't know why you picked that one, but
I know Halle Berry, or the other one from the other Apocalypse.
Apocalypse one, she did a little better than the other one.
Yeah, so many storms.
You can fry toads like nothing else.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting battle.
Yeah.
So that's for next week, maybe. We'll see how it goes. So we talked last week about who is going to be Savitar in Flash.
Oh.
Yes, so spoilers.
Spoilers. So hold on. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler.
Again, our sound effects, are on point tonight. And this week we find out who Savitar is.
Yes.
Yeah. So all of us have watched it. If you haven't watched it, you can skip over this part, which that's fine. That we understand. We'll try to keep it short, but it wasn't really a surprise, was it?
It wasn't a huge shocker.
No.
It was. I mean, it was a little bit unexpected, but not quite. Because they have actually said quite a few things along the way that is just this is who it's gonna be. We're pounding this into your head by all these clues. But you're supposed to think nah, it would never be this person. So.
Yeah, we went through, my wife and I, we went through almost every character in the show, though, that night when we watched it, because at one point we thought it might have been Joe, and then at one point we thought it might have been his girlfriend. It's her, it's her. And then we thought it might have been Kid Flash. Wally, it's Wally, And then finally, when they started repeating things, we're like, oh, okay, we're stupid, I guess. But it wasn't as obvious to us. We're a little slow, I suppose. But yeah, we were surprised. And then you're just like, but why did he do that? Why would he kill her?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a brief moment there where I thought, it's going to be Iris. It's going to be the girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah,
I was
that would have been kind of fun.
that was going to be really cool if they do that. And then it was like, wah, wah, wah. Nope, they didn't do that. So should we say who it is?
Go right ahead.
It's a future alternate Barry.
Is it? Ooh.
Barry Allen.
Future Barry Allen, or is he from a different Earth?
So that's not quite clear.
Yeah.
Earth 52 is what one of my coworkers said he thought it was, because he's again read all the comic books and all that, but I don't know.
I think it's it could be from an alternate universe, but I still think he's from the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. He's definitely he says he's the future Flash, which he said that before, I'm the future Flash. But there wasn't a comment in there. The future Flash. But yeah, I don't if it is this timeline's future Barry, it would have to be after 2024 when Barry went to the future and basically fixed him. So I guess everybody would have died after that, and he got scarred and then blamed the past Barry for coming to the future and getting him back together with people to be torn apart again. But to me, it's I don't know. That seems a little off to me. I would rather it be an alternate Barry, because they keep saying, and they did this last season too, where they were saying what if Barry didn't have all these people around him? What if he have eventually become instead? And I think that would be cool. Is that it's an alternate Barry who didn't have the people around him, and when he got hit by lightning, that's what caused the scar on his face, because he didn't have the people there to really help him fix him a little bit, up a little bit or whatever. I don't know, but I think that would be interesting. But I think it's just going to be future Barry.
Yeah. Did he have darker hair? I'm trying to remember.
No, his hair was about the same.
About the same. It wasn't emo.
It wasn't emo
It
Barry.
wasn't emo. No, it was cut. It got past the emo stage, I guess.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of him now. He has that big scar on half of his face.
Yeah, he fell asleep on a waffle iron.
Yeah. Or maybe maybe he had a George Foreman grill sit up beside his bed, so he could wake up with the smell of bacon, and he rolled over on it one morning.
That's true. Yeah, maybe that happened.
It's a good theory. Look at you with the theories now.
Ooh, yeah. Welcome to Ryan's Theory Corner.
That's actually that's from The Office. Michael did that one episode, but it was his foot. He stepped on a George Foreman getting out of bed.
There you go.
I do have a slight theory, though.
Ooh, hold on. Wait a second.
Okay.
And now it's time for Theory Time with Chris Street. Okay, now you can go.
Gather around, children. So the whole opening of the episode was all about like Joe and his girlfriend, and then like finding love, and let's build this couple up and make them center stage so we can tear them down and kill Joe in the last episode.
Aww.
Instead of Iris. Because the producer said that you're going to be crying at the end of the season. You're going to be upset. And like we all know, like, oh, Iris is going to die or whatever. So that won't be a shocker. But if Joe died, the guy with the great beanie that he wears sometimes, that guy, if he died, people would be like, oh, no. So whenever they build someone up on these shows like this, there's always something tragic that happens. I think they're going to kill Joe.
Oh, poor Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Joe.
Let's take a moment
He'll
of
bring him
silence.
back somehow.
Take a moment of silence for Joe. Yeah.
They'll go get an alternate dimension Joe,
Yeah.
another Earth, and bring him over. Anytime they lose someone, they'll just replace them
Just
with
find
another Earth one.
It could be the
go-
singer Joe, right? It could be the
Oh.
lounge singer Joe.
Nightclub Joe.
Nightclub Joe.
Yeah,
he's
that's it.
coming over.
Yeah.
Speaking of music, I watched Gotham this past week, and they brought basically it was the beginnings of the Riddler. I won't go into all the things, but they had a musical number, and I was just like, "What? Is all superhero shows doing a musical number now?"
I saw Once Upon a Time is doing a musical episode too, for like a wedding with characters. Yeah, it's got to be stopped.
Yeah, it must stop. But it's all about the ratings. So this week also the Defenders trailer came out,
Yes.
which Katrin, you did not see it, right?
I did not see it. No.
And you didn't know what it was at first. But it's
Well,
okay.
I wasn't. You mentioned it, and I was like, Defenders, yeah, whatever. But I realized what you were talking about, and I have not watched it yet. No.
Any reactions there, Chris?
Well, I thought it was great.
There you go.
I thought it was.
I'm excited. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, no, it was real fun. Each character had a nice little moment in it.
Mhm.
I thought, like even Iron Fist had a nice moment. Like,
Yeah, I read something about like, oh look, he's actually Iron Fist, not this weirdo that we met in the Iron Fist show. The writers actually made him Iron Fist in this one. But then of course the villain's in it, played by Sigourney Weaver,
Sigourney Weaver.
which is exciting.
Which, like I said before, if you want to see Sigourney Weaver as a bad guy, go watch Working Girl, and you'll get a taste of what she's going to bring to the Defenders. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be really well done.
And there's another character in there who was killed off in one of the past seasons, who's coming back in this one. You saw her briefly in this, which was nice. Yeah.
Nice.
It's Elektra.
It's a good.
It's
Yeah,
Elektra.
Woogie.
Boogie Woogie. Yeah.
Boogie Woogie.
I'm excited
Yeah.
because I loved her in the other when she was alive in the other episodes or series. So that's going to be exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was good. I liked her.
Now, is she going to be good or bad?
Well, it looks like she's bad. She kicks Daredevil through a big plate of glass.
Yeah, but then there's another scene where she's behind them running, I believe.
Yeah, she's like in the hallway. She's coming at him. They're like all fighting in the hallway. I think that's that same sequence.
Oh, okay.
To me, it looks like she's letting her men kind of take them on, and then she's coming up, and then she's going to start fighting.
Gotcha. We'll find out in August, I guess.
Yes. Ooh.
So we had that. Then we had the the Tower, which is Stephen King, based on a Stephen King book series that's coming out. Which, Chris, you thought your company a long time ago. A long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. Way back in the old days. A company I worked for at one point, because this movie thing has been around for forever. They've been trying to get this going. Like, it's gone through, I don't know how many directors and everything. And it still is, I think. It's going to be a series of movies and a TV show.
Oh,
that's
wow.
it's going to actually link together, which would be cool. And at one point, the company that I was working at was trying to get the job, and I saw Ron Howard, who was going to be directing at one point, walk through the studio, and that was kind of fun and cool, getting to see Opie walk through. Oh, that was fun.
That's cool. I didn't know much about it, and I watched the trailer, and I'm like, oh, this actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks like they had some nice gun tricks.
Oh, yeah.
It was, loading the gun and stuff was really cool. That was nice. And I like Idris Elba a lot. He's really fun.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
So that was really the two trailers that dropped this week. Katrin mentioned, which I didn't know anything about, that the Video Game Hall of Fame announced their inductees.
Yeah, I didn't know much about it either, but a friend of mine at work said something about it, and he actually mentioned, you should talk about it on your podcast. I was like, oh, it sounds like it would fit, yeah. There is a list of games that were inducted, the first one being Donkey Kong, and then Halo, and 2 Pokemon games, which I guess, and then Street Fighter. I'm sorry, I was never into Pokemon. I hope I didn't.
The Pokemon.
The Pokemans.
The Pokemon.
Yeah.
That came a little after my.
Yeah.
Me too. We have a mutual friend, Mr. Jared Collinger, who loves the Pokemon.
Yeah, we love Jared. Hi, Jared.
Yeah. Hey, Jared.
I'm sure you're listening, yeah.
I'm sorry, it's one Pokemon game, Red and Green. I thought that, I don't know. I guess that's one game.
Sounds like 2 to me.
I think what they do is, there's 2 games. They always release them at the same time. There's 2 different colors.
Oh, yes. I remember back from my Toys R Us days when I worked there for briefly, stocking all the Pokemon games, and there was always 2, and I'm like, what's the difference? And they're like, oh, not much. And it's like, okay, it's just a way to make money. But then you said Street Fighter 2, right?
Street Fighter 2, yeah. And in the article, they talk about it being, that opened the door for all these games, Mortal Kombat and all of those games that came afterwards. I definitely put a lot of quarters in that machine way back when.
Oh, yeah. Street Fighter 2 is a great game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All the games. I've never played Pokemon, but
no,
I've played the other games, and they're all
I
good.
never really, I guess, Donkey Kong is definitely a classic. Have y'all seen the King of Kong, the documentary about the guy that...
I have not. I want to.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, y'all need to watch it. King of Kong. It's super funny because it's these guys are super serious about playing Donkey Kong and getting the high score. And the main character that everybody's trying to catch up to, he's kind of a punk. Is that the word? I don't know. But he thinks he's all that, and he owns a restaurant, I think, and he that's pretty great. But it looks, I don't know, I think it was filmed in the 90s, but he has definitely like a early 90s, late 80s haircut with the long hair and the way it's styled and all that. But it's super funny because they get really into it. I don't think it's meant to be really funny, except that it's a documentary about Donkey Kong. People playing professionally. Not professionally, but they go to these tournaments. There's another movie about Tetris a similar movie, a documentary, and it's called Oh, I'm gonna mess this up. It's the ecstasy of order.
Whoa! This is a family show.
I know. That's why I'm like,
no.
Sorry, all you.
Don't Google that.
Do not Google that.
Is that right? I can't spell ecstasy. I don't. Yeah, I was right. The Ecstasy of Order, the Tetris Masters. So it's a more modern movie. It was made in the 2000s, I think, and it's a similar thing where everybody's trying to get the high score, and there's all these rumors about some guy that was able to do it, and they had this other guy that kind of disappeared. He used to be the master, and they find him, and they're on. I think both of those games, there's not really an end to them, but there is. I don't know. It's really interesting, but on Tetris, it's crazy on that movie. On the Tetris one, where you get to these high levels, like I don't even know what the numbers are, but they're just I don't know how they do it, but it's just boom, 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 real fast. I'm moving my hand up and down real fast on the screen.
I can concur. It was real fast.
It was real fast, right? But the idea is, and this is a good strategy for all of you Tetris lovers out there. If you can't get past some of the lower, which I can't either, I'm terrible at it. But if it gets too fast, what you do is you make a well. They describe this as a well. You try to build to the outsides as much as you can before it gets really fast, so that when it gets fast, because you can't move them left or right once they're going that fast, and you try to make them go down into the middle. So you fill in the well. You see the well on the screen here, and so that it can make lines. And it was ridiculous watching them play so fast, and that was neat. I like both those movies, and they used to be on. I know the King of Kong, I believe is the name of that one. It used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. And then the other one I think I found on Crackle, which is kind of not. It's not like Netflix, but it similar idea. They stream things, and but I think that channel may have commercials. I don't remember, but or you have to pay. I don't know. It's not on there anymore. But I suggest you all go look for King of Kong and Ecstasy of Order, the Tetris Masters.
Well, it's funny. I just Googled Tetris movie, and this is what comes up. A Tetris movie not only exists, but has an $80 million budget and is going to be part of a trilogy. They're making a Tetris sci-fi thriller movie.
Actually, I'm not surprised by that. I mean, they got an emoji movie coming out. Patrick Stewart is the poop emoji. So yeah, I did. I can see
$80 million for a movie.
The plans for the surprise,
blocks.
The surprise new Tetris movie will bend your mind. What?
But there's no bending, and
it's supposedly there's a fan made movie that you can go watch right now called Tetris the Movie. So you can look that up. I don't know if it's what it's about. But
the filmmaker for the new one is Paul W.S. Anderson. As you all will know, did the Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah. So
yeah, right.
Winner chicken dinner,
and executive producer credit on True Lies.
Oh, well, there we go. True Lies is good.
Yeah. As long as I'm reading this right, I don't know, but yeah.
Casting's already underway, so
it's underway in China. Is where what
in China?
So, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand what this is. It's not. Obviously, it's not the blocks, right? This is making order out of chaos.
I don't know. Who knows? They've made weirder movies, I guess. Speaking of movies, tonight, Guardians of the Galaxy starts.
Ooh.
I will be seeing it tomorrow. We're actually, my wife and I are found a babysitter, and we're going to have a date night. And we're going to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which we are both really excited for. We love the first one. We watched it the other night just to, get ready for the second one.
Awesome.
And it stands up, holds up. It's a great movie, and so we're excited to see what all they do. I've heard a lot of rumors that I didn't want to hear about people that are going to be in it. don't know what they're doing, but I'm trying to stay away from anything. But I don't know if are you guys planning on seeing it?
I may not be able to get to see it this weekend, but I will see it. Definitely will see it.
We will eventually watch it, yes. You alluded to the you got a babysitter. That's something we have a hard time getting. So we just I don't do well at movies. I sleep through movies a lot of times.
Katrin is a very old man.
So tired. In case you didn't know,
he is 83. I mean, come
83.
on.
Yeah, right, yeah.
It's all the ecstasy of Tetris you're taking.
So it's just not worth it. My how much ever it is for movies now, $20, I don't know, to go to a movie and spend that money on something I'll even if I like it. Now I did sleep through. I remember in college when we watched Fellowship of the Ring, but that's a really kind of a boring movie, in some parts. It's a long movie, right? It's exciting.
Good thing you didn't have to use a character from that.
I know, right? I do. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the trilogy. It's a good movies, but that one's probably the most boring of the three. I think we can, anyways. I did sleep through that. I do, and I think I might have slept through part of. Oh, I can't remember. I know my son slept through because he's got the same, I guess, disease, isn't he? As he slept through. What was the? Oh gosh, this is terrible. The Star Wars movie.
Rogue One.
No, not Rogue One. The other one.
Force Awakens.
The last one that came out, the
Force
7,
Awakens.
right?
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. Thank you. I lost it here. I'm watching New Hope, and I couldn't get it in my head. What it was, but anyways, he slept through the half of it. I'm like, this is exciting. Why are you sleeping? And it's just he can't help it. He's got my genes.
Well, we were lucky to find a babysitter.
Yeah,
we had
awesome.
our church. Some people we just kept asking around, like, "Oh yeah, here's a list," and we're like, "Yes." We can actually have a date night, so we get to go on a date, and it's going to be fun. But the cool thing is that we have this movie theater here, and it's like $5 a ticket.
Oh wow!
But they serve like food, so they basically say $5 a ticket, and then buy food. But you don't have to buy food. But we probably will.
Most people do. Yeah.
There's a lot of reclining seats, like leather seats that recline all the way back, and so
nice.
We're excited.
There's quite a few places like that now. Alamo Draft House is great. There's Movie House and Eatery, which is a good place. That's like near us. That's one we've been going to recently. iamGEEK. They're all great. I love the food eating during the movie. It's nice.
Yes. Just can't eat too much because then you have to go to the bathroom and then you miss part of the movie.
You just suck it in.
Yeah. Just wait it out. There's going to be a boring part.
I have done that before. I've sucked it in. I did it at Batman versus Superman. I was like, I had to go to the bathroom so bad, and I was like, okay, it's got to be about the end. It's got to be about the end, and then it just kept going, and I'm like, no,
you fool,
no. I'm like, come on. And as soon as it ended, I pushed old ladies out of the way. It just ran out of the theater as fast as I could and barely
that
made
guy
it
really
to the
didn't
bathroom.
like this movie. Wow.
I didn't really. I didn't really like it. I should have just left and went to the bathroom. So we're excited to go see that.
Good.
We'll try to talk. I'll give a non-spoiler review for you guys next week.
That'll be good. Yeah, it's first week it's out. It'll be good to have a non-spoiler thing for our podcast.
I'll just tell you everything that happens.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's good.
Let's see. What else is going on? I just want to. I'll end on this. If you guys have something else we want to talk about, we can. But we are homeowners now.
Oh, congratulations!
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, nice house. But where we lived before, we didn't have to worry about lawn care. So when we moved here, we realized, we don't have a mower. We don't have anything to mow with. and we didn't want to spend a lot of money on a mower, and I didn't really want a gas mower. And Jennifer's like, we can hire somebody. I'm like, well, we don't really have money for that. So we found this little contraption that we bought, and it was pretty funny. So I thought I'd tell you guys about it. It's the Black & Decker cordless compact mower, and you're like, oh, that sounds interesting. No, not really. It's basically it's like a weed eater or edger, which I didn't have one of those anyway, so that's why I bought this, thinking, okay, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I have a weed eater. And it comes with this little 4-wheel plastic contraption that you lock the weed eater down into and use it as a mower. So it's just a weed eater with wheels. So I tried it out today, and it's battery operated. So we have, not a huge yard. So I made it through not even half of the front yard, and it just died. The battery just sort of quit. And our new neighbors were out there because it's like a new subdivision where they're building. And he goes, oh, so you got a little mower, huh? And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying it out. I needed a weed eater anyway, so I thought I'd try this first. It worked. It cut the grass, but you probably have to have like a bandolier of batteries on you and just keep switching them off. And then when it got to the higher grass, because we had cut the grass since we moved in, I had to like pick it up and run it over the top of it first, and then put it down on the ground and do it again. So if you're looking for a little inexpensive lawnmower, if you want to call it that, it's not bad. I read some reviews. All the reviews were positive before I got it. One of the reviews said, I got it out of the box, and my wife looked at me and said, hey, does that thing blow bubbles like the little kid mowers? So
does it?
No, that would make it really cool, though. But it doesn't. But it worked as long as you have enough batteries to get to the yard. But we'll probably end up getting a grown-up mower at some point.
Grown-up mower. Oh, you've graduated.
Yeah, my neighbors can just keep making fun of me using the little toy-looking thing until then. But you guys have anything else for today?
I'll
take that as a no.
No. Well, actually, we've been watching a series on. I'll do a little plug, even though I'm not getting anything for it. We've been watching a series called The Fall on Netflix. It's a Netflix original, which is really good. It's got was it Gillian Anderson? Is that the woman from X-Files?
Mm-hmm.
Plays Scully. She's in it, and she's a detective. It takes place in like England or Ireland, Scotland, somewhere over there where they have an accent, and and it's along the lines of like a Hannibal Lecter type thing. Like the guy doesn't eat people; he's not a cannibal, but it's Jamie Dornan, who's from the 50 Shades of Grey movie. He's a serial killer, and she's kind of out searching for him, and it really gets into kind of intricacies of the mind and how it works to kind of these crazy people, what their kind of motivations are. It's pretty interesting. It's a good watch.
I think it's a sequel.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a sequel. The one before it was called The Summer.
No, yeah. Uh-huh.
Dad jokes. You're like, well, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, let's check it out.
Good place to end.
Yeah, I'm looking at Netflix right now, and it's weird because they do have 3 series, not seasons. That's really weird. I guess it's a mini series. I guess that's
it's like 5 to 6 episodes.
Yeah,
three series, 3 seasons of it.
What was that other show? It was like that. There was another one where it was The Killing. Did you all watch The Killing?
No,
Netflix. It was okay. It started off as a TV show, I think, on like USA or something. I don't know. It seemed like, and then Netflix picked it up, and it was pretty good. I don't know. It was alright. But it reminds me of that. I mean, it wasn't about I think it may have been about a serial killer, but it was similar. Anyways,
it did pop that up as a recommendation since we've been watching The Fall. So
yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did we learn today? Well, let's see. We learned that Chris doesn't know what a sonic screwdriver, or Kater doesn't know what a sonic screwdriver is.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I do now.
Yeah.
Power gloves are still useless.
Yeah. Shredder wins. If he's a demon.
Yeah, Demon Shredder wins.
What else we learned? Lawnmowers are fun, and Mountain Dew has weird flavors. So that's about it for us for today. I can't talk. It's that Mountain Dew. The numbness is kicked in. But until next time, this is iamGEEK, and thanks for joining us. Have a good day or night or afternoon. See you next time. Bye.